I'm June, the happy Thai girl. Today on Cooking Made Easy with June, we're making fluffy pancakes. Jason claims that he has been perfecting his pancake recipe for 15 years. So you'd better not miss this pancake perfection show. It's brought to you by Macy's, the happy shopping store in Spanish Fork. Hi, welcome to Cooking Made Easy with June, and don't you love our lovely shields? Hopefully it won't be too much longer where we have to do this, right, Jason?
I know.
We have Jason here. I'm so excited because, Jason, you claim that you have been perfecting these pancake recipes for 15 years. What the heck? Tell me about it.
So growing up, I've always loved to cook.
Okay, yeah, so you used to own some Grave Harvest company, bread stores.
Yeah.
So now?
So my dad got into Great Harvest when I was just a little boy.
Okay.
6 years old.
Yeah, wow.
And I loved going into the bakery and learning how to make bread.
Right.
And then as I got older, I played a lot of sports.
Okay.
And I was either watching sports on TV or the cooking show.
I love it.
And so I've always loved to cook,
Yeah.
but then as I got married, and I have 3 little kids,
Oh.
and I always loved getting up on Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings and making pancakes.
Oh.
So
what do you mean you perfect? Like, did you start out with mixes, and what did you do? Like, how did you come up with this recipe?
So
we can start in a sec.
Yeah, I started doing a number of different things. I started off with just the basic Bisquick, or the
Okay.
Crusties.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, I can just make my own stuff. And
Yeah,
so I would look up recipes online.
Yeah.
I'd watch things on the Food Network, and I'd really try a number of things out.
Well,
And
I'm
then-
so excited. I'm gonna grab my phone. Do you have the recipe memorized, or did you?
I do have it memorized.
Oh, okay, so I don't need this.
Nope.
Awesome, okay. All right, Jason, really, you are a pro. Okay, so let's get started.
Okay.
What did we do first? You wanted to do?
Yeah, so we're gonna do buttermilk syrup.
Okay, let's go.
And then we're gonna do the pancake
Okay.
recipe. So
Okay, well,
the buttermilk syrup is the
Okay.
easiest thing, and it's
Okay.
so good.
Okay,
So we're gonna put
I
this on
know.
low.
Okay,
So what I
Okay.
do is, I just put it as low as it can go.
okay.
And all we're gonna do is take 1 stick of butter.
Okay, do you need a knife to cut that, or you're just gonna throw the whole stick in? Oh, you just throw the whole thing, or do you cut in chunks?
You know, I usually cut it into chunks.
Okay,
You can just
yeah.
throw it in, but I'll
Yeah.
usually just cut it into a few different chunks.
Okay, so this is a classic buttermilk.
Syrup, yep.
It's a must. It's a must.
And there's a number of variations that you can do on this
Right,
syrup.
okay.
And I'll show you as I'm walking through. Let's put that knife here.
Okay.
And there we
I'll put this
go.
in here. Good.
And then what we're gonna do, so 1 stick of butter,
Okay.
and then we're gonna do 1 cup of granulated sugar.
Okay. Macy's. Of course, Macy's Sugars is the best in the world.
It is. And all of these ingredients you can get in Macy's in about 5 minutes. Most of it's right on the same aisle.
You must go to Macy's.
That's right. So we're
Don't
gonna
pretend like you do. Just kidding.
So we're gonna do 1 cup
Okay.
of granulated sugar. I'm gonna hold it here
All
so we
right.
don't spill.
And it's on low.
Sugar's the worst to spill.
Yeah.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of move that around just a little bit so the butter's underneath.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do 1/2 cup of buttermilk.
Oh, okay. Let me go get a 1/2 cup thing. Well, what was I gonna say? Oh, here's a 1/2 cup.
So on this recipe,
Okay.
so you can use, and I've tried this a number of times, the buttermilk I like the most, but you can use coconut milk.
I have not tried it with coconut milk.
It's really good with coconut milk.
Oh my goodness, I'm doing that next.
And then you can also do heavy
Wow.
whipping cream if
Okay.
you want to add a few extra calories.
Yeah, why not? I'm excited. Wow, I'm excited to try the coconut cream.
It's really good with the
milk
coconut.
With it.
So we're
Because
gonna
a lot of people are dairy free too. Some
Yep,
people are. actually.
Exactly. And you can do a number of different things. If
Yeah,
you ever want
yeah,
to
I'm
even
gonna
make
try
it like lower calorie or anything like that, you can
Yeah.
always use a Splenda.
Oh,
You can
really?
even use- It's not as good.
Half and
you
half.
can-
Maybe start with half and half. Like
Half and half.
half Splenda and half sugar.
Yep.
I say we just, eat
Just
the
stick
sugar.
with what I'm doing here and you will love it. And then what we're gonna do is take a little bit of vanilla. We're gonna
Okay.
do 1 tablespoon of vanilla.
Okay. Get you a spoon to stir that. So now this step, making your own syrup is huge because it tastes better, but if you can also store this, right?
You can store it. You just store it in the fridge. It separates a little bit when it goes in the fridge, but you just pull it out and pop it in the microwave and warm it back up.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, what's next?
So that's it for right now.
Okay.
Very easy. So what I do is I don't stir a ton, and so this was one of the things that I've learned. If you leave some of the sugar down on the bottom, the sugar starts to caramelize a little bit.
Oh.
And it gives it a really good flavor. So I just kind of leave it like that and let that simmer while we make the pancake batter.
Awesome. Okay, let's start with the pancake batter. Let me get I can know where my spoon rest is. I'll just put it on here. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the pancake batter is super easy, and I know it took me 15 years, but it is the easiest thing, and maybe that's why I was overcomplicating things, right?
Well, no, but did you perfect like I mean, ingredients are basic, but I'm saying the amount of anything, like, did you measure perfectly?
Yeah, so one of the things that I really wanted to do was on a Sunday morning, I wanted to be able to make pancakes pretty quick.
Right.
And I didn't want to have to sit there and measure all this stuff out precisely. So what I do is I start with one bowl. Okay. And I take 2 cups of flour. Okay. Or sorry, 3 cups of flour.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, because I'm going off of my brain here. 2 cups of flour.
Do you want me to look at my phone?
No, I've got it.
That's all right. I know. I memorize certain recipes that I make a lot of, and so but I still forget. Like my peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Oh gosh, I can whip those up fast. Do you need a knife, or are you just gonna shake?
No. So I mean, I know the standard thing is to take a knife and level it off, but with pancakes, you can always thin it out with a little bit extra buttermilk or anything.
Well, then how is it perfected? I'm excited to see.
So I do.
To be perfected, like you measure, like spoon in the flour and scrape it down. But this is gonna be
2 cups of flour. Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with all of our dry ingredients. Okay. So we're gonna do the 2 cups of flour, and then we're gonna do the sugar. Okay. And I do 1/4 cup.
Okay, which is I can grab it, but let's do
4 tablespoons.
Yeah. Woo, you are good. You know, I always wonder, like, you know how we have, you know, those, well, you've watched a lot of the cooking shows. And then when I've tried to like think on the spot, and it just drives me nuts sometimes, and I think I could do this, but then I don't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then but I guess if they say make this perfect pancake, you have it on your head, and I wonder what show you'd be on.
Here's one of the other things that I love about this recipe is I don't have to use a lot of utensils.
Oh, okay.
The last thing you want is to have to sit there and my wife, you know, she's the one that does the dishes usually, so I'm trying to keep things clean for her.
How old are you kids?
So what I do, I've got a 9-year-old boy, Luke.
Okay, you can train him to do the dishes now.
And he's getting to the point where he knows this recipe a little bit. 7-year-old Emma and almost 4-year-old Audrey.
Oh, fun ages. So sugar and flour.
Yep, sugar and flour, and then I'm gonna get my 1 teaspoon measuring, and I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Okay.
And when you do baking powder, I usually do kind of a heaping one. That's what a lot of people do.
Okay.
So I usually do kind of a heaping one, kind of like that.
Okay. Teaspoon.
Yep. And then I do
baking.
And let's move this right over there. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and this one I want nice and level. Okay. Like that. Okay. And then I take my salt. Okay. And I do 3.
There's a little bit of pepper in there, sorry.
No, that's fine. And then I do 3/4 of a teaspoon. Okay. But I just use the same one because it's so easy.
Okay.
And this is just the way that I like to cook. So I just go like this. Okay. And I get about 3/4 of the way.
And a little pepper flake, but it'll be okay.
A little pepper flake for some spice, right?
I'll take it out.
Spicy Thai girl. There you go. And then that is our dry ingredient. Super simple, right?
Easy. Okay.
Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my whisk and I'm just going to kind of blend this all together. Okay. One of the other things you can do, which a lot of people recommend, is you can sift the flour.
Oh, I hate sifting.
But with pancakes, you want it lumpy.
Oh.
So this is a better way to do it.
Good, because I will not sift.
There you go. So there's our dry ingredients. Okay. So now we're gonna move into the wet ingredients. Okay. Okay.
So, which one do you want? This one?
Yeah, let's start with this one.
Okay.
This one's perfect.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to make a basic batter, and then we're gonna divide it, and we're gonna have some basic batter, and then we're gonna have some fluffy pancakes, right? So we can see the difference and taste the difference. See if there's really a big difference or not. Okay, so let's go.
Okay.
So wet.
So then what we're gonna do is we are going to take our buttermilk.
Okay.
And we are going to do 3 cups of buttermilk.
Woo! Okay.
Now here was one of the things that always kind of, I think one of the reasons why it took me a long time to figure this out, is you're putting more liquid than flour.
Ooh.
And that always kind of threw, I felt like, man, I'm putting so much liquid in here. But
I've never seen this.
When you're using buttermilk, it's so thick.
Yeah?
And so,
I'm excited.
you'll see, it's
now,
very interesting.
because when you first told me about you want to make pancakes, I'm like, well, we've done pancakes, we've done that, but and everybody eats pancakes, everybody has their own thing, but this is so cool now that you're getting into the recipe. I'm really excited to taste it because it's different. Like you said, more liquid than flour. Okay,
so 3 cups of buttermilk, and here's one of the great things about this recipe.
Okay.
One of these pint size or quart size container is the perfect amount. You'll have a little bit left over because you use it for the syrup.
Right.
And so it's like perfect.
You have done your homework.
There you go.
I'm excited.
So there's the 1 cup.
Okay.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the oil to this.
Okay. How much?
And we are gonna do a 1/4 cup of oil.
Okay. I guess I could grab a 1/4 cup measurement.
And one of the things I do, so I was in the bakery industry for so long, I really have gotten good at my measuring.
Oh, so you don't need to measure.
And so typically, once again, to bring the dishes back in, what I've done is I usually take my 1 cup
I don't want to wash this.
that already has that.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna just show you how I do it at home.
Okay.
And I will just fill this up 1/4 of the way.
Yeah, but
I know. And so if you're not as precise, definitely use the 1/4 cup measuring cup. But that's about 1/4 of the way filled up.
Awesome.
I put that in.
Okay.
And then we're done with that.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take the vanilla once again.
Okay.
And we're gonna do a tablespoon of vanilla. My kids love vanilla.
I do too.
Oh man, every time I pull this out, my daughter Audrey, she wants to come up and just smell the.
That's awesome. Well, it's made with alcohol, so no, I'm just kidding.
Maybe that's why she wants to smell it. So we're gonna do a tablespoon of vanilla.
Okay.
And once again, you can get this really good vanilla at Macy's.
Okay.
There's that. Okay, now this is where things start to get a little interesting.
Okay.
So the fluffy pancake.
Okay.
If you take this and you mix it all together and then add it to your dry ingredient, that is the classic buttermilk pancake.
Right.
Okay.
So what do you want to do first? Like, are we going to do fluffy pancakes first, or?
You know what? What we'll do is we'll do the regular pancakes, and then we'll show them how to make the fluffy pancake.
Okay.
So the one thing we're missing right here is the eggs.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break, and then we'll come back and we'll go from there. Okay, so you've got to come back. Come on, 15 years of perfection, right?
Exactly.
Don't go away. Come back. All right. Welcome back. Okay, Jason, I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Okay, I didn't have dinner either. I never do. I eat everything.
Well, you know what the best dinner is? Breakfast for dinner, right? Yeah.
Let's go.
So what we're gonna do now is we are going to add the eggs.
Okay.
Now remember, everybody, we are going to be doing fluffy pancakes, but we're gonna show you the 2 variations.
Okay.
The classic buttermilk is always a champion in my house, but the fluffy pancakes are awesome. So what we're gonna do is all the ingredients that we have, we're gonna add 2 eggs to the wet ingredient.
Okay.
So there's 1. Oops. Don't want to get a shell in there, right?
No.
There's nothing like biting into a shell. That's the worst thing ever. And then there's another one.
Okay.
Let me wash my hands off real quick. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we are going to mix our wet ingredient, okay? I always make sure to get those egg yolks popped. And we're gonna get that mixed up.
You have been watching a lot of cooking shows.
I love cooking shows, they're so entertaining.
I love to watch them too, but I'm still like, more. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, that's such.
And then that's probably good. Now, one thing, let's just take a look at our syrup real quick.
Oh yes, I almost
So while the
forgot
syrup's
about those.
going, if you look down in here, you see how it's starting to caramelize?
Yeah.
So this is when I actually come in here and I give it a nice good stir.
Okay.
And start.
Do we need a whisk or are we good?
We should probably grab a whisk for the next stir.
Oh, okay.
For right now, this is probably perfect.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
I'm gonna turn our heat up just a little bit. We want this to kind of start just a little simmer.
Okay. Awesome.
And then we're gonna take our dry ingredient, our wet ingredient, and I'm just going to pour the whole thing right in, okay?
You want this?
You know what? I actually start with a whisk.
Okay.
And kind of.
I mean, do you want me to get all this in here?
Yeah, let's get it all in.
Yeah, because I always say, you know what? Look at all that. Okay.
There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, well, we can save this.
So then I kind of go around the bowl, and everybody kind of mixes a little bit different. I don't like to spill and get all the flour in the air, so I kind of take my time with it. And you can see that consistency. Yeah. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Really? Okay.
That's perfect pancake batter right there.
Ah, okay. That's a little lumpy, and that's what you want.
Yep, you want the lumpy. And now one thing I always do is after I mix it, when it gets about like this, I will usually just let that sit for about 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
And it will kind of just get a little bit of air in there. And that is the perfect pancake. Buttermilk pancake right there. That's it right there.
I cannot
15 years,
wait to taste it. Yes, we better look at it. 15 years.
So then
I am so excited to make this.
There you go.
I know my kids. Anyway, well, first I'm gonna taste it. It's gonna be good. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so that's that. So what are we gonna do now? Separate it. You say so we can do. Do you want to put that in here?
Yeah. So
in here,
let's do this. What we're gonna do is. Let's actually take half of the. Let's do our egg whites. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the regular.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take 2 more egg whites.
Okay.
And here's a little way that I like to do to get my egg whites.
Okay.
Okay. So I crack my eggs, and I actually crack the egg right into there.
Whoa. Okay. I'm learning something new all the time.
And I learned this on Food Network.
You don't watch my show all the time to learn anything? No, I'm just kidding.
So you make sure that you don't pop that yolk.
Right.
Okay. But now, I actually just grab my hand.
Okay.
And I actually grab the yolk.
Where do you put it?
I just throw this one in the sink.
Okay, there we go.
Or if you're making a bigger batch, you can save those egg yolks.
Yeah.
And you can make scrambled eggs with them.
Ah.
Let's get all that egg white off.
I know some people don't love doing that, but that's probably the best.
There we
There you go.
And that is honestly the best way that I found to get the egg whites, because you take the eggshell and you do the back and forth thing, and I feel like I pop the yolk more than I should.
Okay. There you go. And
so
you can, go.
We're just gonna turn this so it gets nice stiff peaks.
Okay, so now we are dragging the recipe out a little bit so we make sure that we're not missing any steps. But in reality, this won't take long to make. You know, once we just get into it, you know what I'm saying? But we're talking and doing this anticipation of delicious pancakes.
Exactly, and the fluffy pancakes do take a little bit longer because of this step right here.
But it's getting there. Here, let's move it. There we go. Nice. So have you tasted, I wonder if these pancakes compare to any you've tasted before?
Say that again?
I wonder if these pancakes have compared to any that you've tasted at restaurants. I don't know if you've ever.
So, I love pancakes in general.
Okay.
But I do believe mine are the best.
Yes. No, homemade and 15 years of perfecting.
There you go.
Okay, now you're bringing up the bar.
But I'm really not.
Really good.
I'm not a picky eater though, so if somebody makes me a pancake, I'll eat it.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, we're getting close.
Oh, lovely.
We're getting close.
I love this. Yeah, I love it. Fluffy stuff. That's pretty.
And something else that you can do to this, you can always add a little cream of tartar.
Oh,
And it actually helps thicken it up a little bit more if you ever want really, really stiff peaks.
So you would put it now or before you whip?
Like right now, and then I would finish it off with a little bit of, like about a quarter teaspoon.
I wonder if I have some. Go ahead, keep going. Let me see. I think I might have some cream of tartar. I'll look real quick. I didn't know that. Where'd you learn that from? That Food Network? Oh, I might not have any. Oh, I just can't find it right now.
That's all right. This is perfect. That's looking wonderful. See that?
Oh, yeah.
So some nice stiff peaks.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then what we're gonna do, let's give this one more stir.
Okay.
Let's grab a whisk this time.
Okay. Well, oh, no, I have another whisk over here. Let me look.
You sure?
I should have more than one whisk in the house, but maybe I don't. Oh, here's one. It's a
perfect.
thick one.
That's great. So see how it's starting to bubble up?
Yes.
Look how good that
okay,
looks.
Yes.
And one thing
I wish
you
I
gotta
could smell it by my shields, like.
yeah. You gotta be really careful. This stuff boils over and it's really hard to clean up. So that's why I always keep it really low.
Yeah.
And I just started at the very beginning like we did.
Right,
and this is perfect.
Awesome. You can just put it anywhere.
I'll set it right here.
Okay.
Okay. Now what we're gonna do is let's take our pancake batter.
Ooh, it's already fluffy.
Yeah, you see how it's already fluffing up there?
That's
That
why
looks
you let
great,
it sit
doesn't
there for
it?
a second.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take about half of this.
Okay.
And we're gonna pour that in this bowl. That's gonna be our regular. Let's go about like
Okay,
that.
so this will be our regular.
That's
and then
gonna be
we're
our
fluff it.
regular.
Okay.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our egg whites.
Okay.
Now, you don't want the air to be taken out of this. So whenever you do egg whites, we're gonna start with about half.
Okay.
And then you're just gonna gently fold that egg white right into that batter.
Nice.
Once I'm about like that, I'll add the rest.
Okay.
And what this does is this just puts a lot of air into the pancake batter. And that's what will give it more of a souffle look when we make it.
Honestly, I've never had a souffle pancake. I just never take the time. I'm excited. I keep saying that, but I am really excited.
Oh, these are
looks
so good.
lovely.
I can't wait to try them.
All right. So we have our griddle hot right here. So it's ready to start, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's on, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. 350, you say. And if you don't have a griddle, you can just kind of, probably medium high, you think, on a stove?
Yeah, so medium high,
Let me get a spatula.
350 degrees is perfect if you do have a griddle, but yeah, medium high.
Yeah. Okay, keep going. I know I disappear sometime on the show.
So let's do this. Let's cook, let's do the regular ones first.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll do the souffle, and we can kind of look at them both side by side. And I've never done it side by side before, so this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay.
Now what I do to pour my pancake batter is I actually use a 1/3 measuring cup.
Oh,
if you have one of those.
Yes.
This is one that I always use the 1/3.
You know what? That is smart. Then you're not over.
Perfect.
So do you want to put butter on here? Like.
So I
don't
love
wanna mess it
butter.
up. Oh, I always fry everything with
butter. So I take just a little thing of butter like this. And that's gonna be where one of our pancakes go.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll start with 4. How does that sound?
Sounds perfect. I mean, you probably could put 6, but you don't want them to stick together, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
I just threw it on there.
So then I'm gonna take my pancake batter. You can see how that's already started to pop up, right?
Yeah.
And it's nice, and we left some good lumps in there.
I mean, even the regular batter looks fluffy to me. Oh, wow.
And if you're like the dad, what I usually do is I do all the pancakes like this for my kids, and then I do 2 scoops for me.
Oh.
And I make a big daddy pancake.
Oh, I love it. Hey, I'm not a dad, but I want a big one.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I guess a big one.
So we're gonna let those go.
Okay.
And we're just gonna let them go for just a minute.
Okay, so we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, oh, you guys, you have to come back. I'm so excited. Okay, come back. Okay, Okay, welcome back. We're just like so many things going on. I'm trying to decide. So this is the hard part. When you put this on here, you're very careful because you don't want to take away the fluffy. And then now it's been here about a couple minutes. So go ahead and tell us when we flip.
And
Can we start that again?
Oh, okay.
We need to say these over here are the regular. We've added the fluffy to the group.
Okay.
So we just start from there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, welcome back. So we've finished the regular pancakes over here. And so, Jason, you carefully poured in the fluffy ones because it's, we have to be careful, right? So now you explain when we're ready to flip.
Exactly. So right when it starts getting a little, I don't want to say dry, but you can tell it's starting to cook.
Yeah.
And the little air bubble pops and you can see how it's not caving in. That's the perfect time to flip. Now on the fluffy pancakes, you want to be as gentle as you can.
Look at that.
And you can see how tall they are.
Yeah.
Kind of the fluffy pancakes.
Yeah, and it's a little bit dry on the edge. That's awesome. I'll let you finish that. I'm going to move over here. And let's look at the syrup while he's flipping the rest. So look at that. That's beautiful. So let's put some syrup in here.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm going to pour the syrup into our little syrup container. Ooh, listen to that. Ooh, that's probably good, right? We just want a little bit for now. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start. Oh, I'm so excited. So that's going to take another minute. So let's try this one. So let me grab a fork. Can you grab me the fork over there?
There you go.
Should we share one for taste?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to put half. Oh, my gosh. Unless you want your own.
Well, and don't forget, you got to get a little bit of butter on there. You got to get some butter on there.
A little butter. Here, you have this, and then, because I'm going to try the fluffy one, too.
Perfect.
Okay, so are we ready for this, or do
I think we are ready for the fluffy.
Okay, I'll take a whole fluffy.
There you go.
Ooh, I'll share some of this
I'm
butter.
going to put one over here, and then we'll pop these back on the
let me get some whipped cream. You want to put some strawberries on there, and you can put that. All right. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's some whipped cream.
Got to get more butter.
Yes. Do you want some strawberries?
Yes, please.
Okay. I don't know where you want it, just like that.
Just throw them on top. It's just like magic in the mouth.
I want to taste them with,
So I always throw the syrup
let's
on.
put this over here. Can you see? Ooh. Let me have some.
Look at that syrup. Doesn't it smell good?
Oh, it smells amazing. Although I wish okay, let's put you want a little whipped cream or no?
Yes, please.
A little. Look at that.
And if you want to get fancy, you can always throw a little like green mint or something to.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do it like this. How am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna have to go like this.
All right, got to get a
You're gonna get your shield up. You're gonna stick it on your shield.
There we go. I'm going in.
Oh.
Did you try the fluffy one?
Not yet. That was the regular one. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna try the fluffy one. Because the regular one's already fluffy.
Mm-hmm. There's just a little more air in the other one though.
Oh my goodness. I'm sold.
15 years.
I am sold. You guys, this is amazing. You need to just have a restaurant that's just for pancakes only. I'm not kidding. This is so good, you guys. So the fluffy one is like melts in your mouth. The regular one is awesome, but these melt in your mouth. So tell us real quick, I don't know, a shout out to your family?
To my wife, Lindsay, and Luke, Emma, and Audrey. And thank you for letting me come. This has been so much fun, June.
We're going to do another one. This is so good.
Fun.
And you have another recipe that's 15 years old.
I do. I have a few more.
Yeah! Okay. You guys, come back and join us. But go and make these. Amazing. I'm not kidding. Thank you so much, Jason, for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Happy Thai girl. Happy cooking, I mean.